Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Burns. This is their part number 527-612. This is a satin clear-coated bronze heavy-duty heavy-duty floor stop. This is referred to as a gooseneck. If you use your imagination, you can see why they would call it a gooseneck. Gooseneck floor stop. Very common. Someone asks for a gooseneck, this is what they're talking about. Generally, you'll find this shorter size and then a taller size. Inch and 3/4, 2.5, that sort of relationship. This is the shorter of the two, and is a nice example of a piece of finished hardware from Burns. Their fit and finish is as a rule, very good. When the hardware comes, it's like, yeah, that was made by someone who understands metalworking and the finishing process. The satin bronze appears to be very good. It may be marginally light. I might be expecting to see it a little richer red. The camera does make it look a bit more, a bit flatter than the red that does come out. To my eyes, looking at them, it's a bit redder than what you're seeing. But I would think it'd be a little. I would think the density of the satin bronze, the potency of the richness of the color, could be ticked up one small degree, I think. And because it's chemistry that they're doing and they're plating there, it's something that is, run by a human being who has a formula that they're running. But a very nice quality. I wouldn't reject this for that finish at all. It's most definitely satin bronze, that's to be sure. A riveted pin holding the rubber bumper that's here. Now, gooseneck style stops are used for a couple of reasons. One, they're somewhat elegant looking. It's a big piece of hardware that's mounted to the floor. Okay. And number two is that they are heavy duty, and what makes them heavy duty really is the shape of the base. In some doorstops, you'll have just a single bolt and a round base. Well, the point is there's only one point of anchoring. This has two distinct points of anchoring. That allows all of that lateral force that this is going to take over time. That dual anchoring will allow it to resist all those lateral forces, is what I'm driving at. This item in particular is going to feature... this is going to be one heck of an installation, and here's why. You have two lead anchors. You've got a smaller one and a bigger one. Let's cut them out of the package and take a closer look. Okay, so you've got the larger one, and its outside diameter is 0.632. 0.632. So that's meant to be a 5/8 lead expansion anchor. The smaller one might be 3/8. Nope, it's 0.503. 0.503. So you're going to basically need a 5/8 and a 1/2 inch drill bit to drill these two holes as required by the hardware. You would take what would be a setting tool, which is a cylindrical handle that has a small nib coming out. The nib will fit inside of that hole, and you'll take that, put it in the hole, and then you'll set that down. And setting it correctly is important. Realizing you probably don't have a lead anchor setting tool, and you would get setting tools when you'd buy like a box of 100 lead anchors from a fastener supply. You want to tap that down on that outside perimeter. You don't want to mess with the inside cone at all. You want to just drive that all the way down. When you put that in both places, you then take the threaded rod and get that threaded to the base. You're then going to turn that around your larger bolt to the point where you get that in alignment with the smaller lead anchor, and then run that machine screw, which is likely, that's 1/4 for sure. Those two bolts with those lead anchors is going to be a lights out scenario, very heavy duty. You're going to see these installed in applications where you want something a little, it's an interior application, could be a school, and you've got, classroom doors hitting it. Well, you don't want something utilitarian like you'd see on the outside of a coffee shop in a strip mall. You want something a bit more, architecturally pleasing to the eye, plus something you can get in a architectural finish. So something that's, reasonably attractive like this and very heavy duty is why you're going to see gooseneck stops. You don't sell them very often, but they do reside in a space within the industry of having been manufactured for countless decades, and there is a continuing demand for them. There are other types of mounting hardware that you can get in other types of door stops that will use different mount types. But what separates this from other types of stops is indeed those two mounting points. I've been in a very large Chicago O'Hare Airport, and there's a airline lounge that's there, and they've got a modern style single bolt stop in the restroom that's there, and that thing just, the whole stop is bent. The anchor has been pulled up and out of the floor. That's the incorrect stop to use. You have to have two mounting points when you've got anything other than light duty use, residential or light duty commercial. Anything heavy duty commercial or extra heavy duty, you need to have two mounting points. Now, let's switch to the screen view and let's take a closer look at all of the other burns options that we have available here to us. Thank you. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Here's the item that we are looking at. Let's take a look at some photographs that we have linked to down below. The packaging. It's everything in the packaging. Fairly elegant. Telltale texture of, not texture, but just finish, I suppose, of a cast brass product. Close-up of the bumper and the rivet that's holding it. I don't know if these bumpers are available separately, along with the rivets. I will ask the manufacturer if those are available and advise. I'll update the profile by putting a response. Is replacement bumper and rivet available as a stand-alone item for this floor stop? By the time you're seeing this video, we'll have an answer there. Hopefully. Okay, we'll have that uploaded there by the time you're seeing this. And then the fastener package, the two lead anchors, machine screw, and your threaded rod. Now, down below there is some expanded or extended description information. 2 1/8 inch. We'll go over the dimensional properties near the end of this video. 1.5 by 2.5 by 2 1/8 inch projection. We'll check that. Commercial grade stop for high traffic applications, including mounting hardware for all floor construction applications. That's not accurate. This is going to be for a masonry application. States that it comes with a plastic anchor for that number 14 by 1.5 inch. That's not how this is packaged. This client did not make any declarations as to what fastener package. So that's what we got here. I would suggest that you declare in the comment field what fastener package you want, because their stock description is showing a plastic anchor along with that large 5/16 lead anchor. Now, there is a link below this video to a couple of documents. Let's take a look at them. First is the cut sheet showing the heavy-duty stops in these gooseneck style. Okay, so the 527 or the 528, same gooseneck type, except that you've got 2 1/8 or 2 7/8 projection. What I think they're referring to really there is, well, as far as I'm concerned, is the overall height. Okay, because the projection's not going to change in terms of the face here all the way to the back or the center to the, projecting hardware. So again, we'll check these dimensions. Then there's also a link to the product catalog, which is also here. We can go through it. Door stops and roller latches. This will be a single document linked to down below that shows all such items. Floor mounted. This 535 is also considered quite heavy duty. To some, the 527 might be a bit more pleasing on the eye. This is nice. They're very robust. They're taller. You've got 2 1/8 and 2 7/8. Well, the 535 is 3 1/8, so it's taller than your standard. That's to be sure. Other very heavy-duty door stops. These, the 542 and the 543, those are set in setting cement. When you drill a large hole, I don't know the size that you would drill. That's probably a 5/8 threaded rod that's here. So you're going to be drilling, maybe a 1-inch hole. Don't quote me. The installation instructions will call that out, and you'll pack that with setting mortar. Wall stops. This 560 is really nice. It's a 1-inch diameter, very petite wall stop. If you need a wall stop that doesn't draw the attention of the eye, nondescript, all but concealed, but yet you want an architectural finish, this is a snazzy way to go, that 560S. Angle stops for single and double doors, a hinge pin door stop, a door guard. Obviously, other accessory items are stuffed in here as well with these roller latches. Now, there's a link below this video here to the manufacturer's page. And when you click on that, the manufacturer's page indeed will come up where you can view not only all of the Burns products that we sell by means of this horizontal navigation, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog as seen here. Okay, let's wrap up this video on camera. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Let's go over those dimensional properties we were just discussing. So they have this as 1.5 by 2.5 base. So the depth of the base is certainly going to be that 2.5 inch dimension, and it seems to be right there, maybe just a hair shy on it. 1.5 base, yeah, maybe just heavy on that. Then they've got 2 1/8 inch projection. I'm going to hold it upside down. You can see that, yeah, you're about 2 inch. To the center of the bumper, down to the base, is going to be closer to about 1.5 inches. So the question becomes is, what sort of undercut do you want to work with? Well, 3/8, ½ inch, not a problem. 3/4 inch, not a problem. You start to get to 1 inch, and I think you might want a little taller stop because you don't want necessarily this bumper hitting that bottom rail of the door. It's not very strong there. So you might at that point, when you get past a 3/4 inch clearance from the bottom of the door to the top of the finished floor, you might think about that taller 528 might have been the part number. The name Burns is synonymous, as I had said earlier, with a very good quality fit and finish. I don't know for how many decades Burns has been around, but it's my guess that they are certainly mid-century, mid-20th century. And I know that it is a family that runs that business. I would imagine the third generation. Good quality people, good quality products. Their material is made to order. They're a manufacturer. Allow a lead time, but their material is well worth the wait. I think it's a confluence of very good quality base material, excellent quality fit and finish, and a confluence of value. Any questions on the Burns 527 and a 612 finish? Sorry, the other finishes that they have it listed in, there's not many of them, but I imagine they could entertain a custom request. Burns 527, we have it listed as 605 polished brass, 612 satin bronze, 613 oil rub bronze, 626 satin chrome. Not that they can't do antique nickel or polished chrome or polished, nickel plating. Reach out to us if you want a Burns item in a special finish. I'd be happy to quote that for you. Any questions on this or any other Burns product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.